Welcome back to my channel. I'm Amy from the Fuel Homestead. Today we are doing a collaboration with a bunch of other people. I was tagged by Farm Life Outfitters, an amazing family and a wonderful YouTube channel. You better go check them out now. In the what are your goals for 2020? Now you're gonna hear a baby in the background. My 10-year-old is trying to babysit him, so he might get a little bit out of hand, but we'll have to see how it goes. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you do that right now. That way you can get notifications, click the little bell of any new videos we have coming out. And if you think you're gonna like this video or you already like it, hit the thumbs up because it helps me out a lot on YouTube for other people to get to find my videos and find more homesteading inspiration and beyond. Okay, before I get started, I am tagging 3 other people. Farm Life Outfitters actually tagged other people as well. You can go look at their videos. I'm tagging 3 of my friends in the description below on this video. And so you want to check them out afterwards. Some of them have posted their videos, some of them haven't, but make sure you check them out at some point this week or next week and see what their goals are for 2020, and you might get some inspiration. Okay, so let me tell you who they are. I have tagged Ann Scott, a farm girl in the making. She is one of my closest friends ever. I talk to her all the time. We have been through so much in life. She's just amazing. So I'm tagging Ann. Ann is trying to get her YouTube channel up and going again, and she's really great at just all things homesteading. Second person I'm tagging is Janet Garman. She is also a really good friend of mine. She is the sweetest person you will ever meet, and she has so much homesteading knowledge. I mean, she went to school for this, so she knows what she's talking about. She also has a really great wool and yarn business that you should check out as well. And she's at Timber Creek Farm. And then the third person that I am tagging is Jess over at the 104 Homestead. Jess is just starting her YouTube channel once again after years of not posting any videos, and so she is trying to become an awesome homestead YouTuber like the rest of us. So I want you to go check her out, see what her homestead goals are for 2020, and I can't wait to watch them either. Now, our goals for 2020 are a little bit up in the air. Last year, if you followed me for any amount of time, you know that I was pregnant with Everett. I got pregnant with him October before last and had him this past June. So I had this idea of wanting to do a garden, and I tried. I did plant a small garden, but I kept up with it until right after I had him, and then I just couldn't keep up with it anymore. So we plowed it down and got rid of it. So I thought, okay, for this year, I'm for sure doing a nice garden, right? So I'm not planning a garden here at all this year. So here's why. Our #1 goal in 2020 is to move. This isn't well, we might move, or no, we are moving. We are putting our house in the market this year, one way or the other. And we are going to sell while the market is good. We've done a lot of work to this house. We have a lot more work to do, but it'll get done. My husband's awesome. He's amazing. He's handy. I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy to have him. And so we will be putting our small little homestead on the market this spring. That is goal #1 that we need to accomplish right now. So our original goal was to put the house on the market in March. That's still our goal. That's our game plan, but we'll just have to see how the timeline plays out. Because goal #2 is to build a house. If all goes as planned, we have plans, and then God laughs. So I'm not going to say it won't, because who knows? But I'm not going to give you a lot of details yet. If it all goes as planned, we will have land right up the road from where we are now, and we will be building a house on that starting as soon as we sell this one, or maybe even before. We'll just see how that plays out. So it's a funny story, really, of how this came about. I do plan on telling it to you one day. I'm just not going to share it now until all the details are ironed out, and it's for sure, you know, ours. So, but that's plan #2, is to build a house. And so then goal #3 is a hodgepodge of things. So let's just say this all pans out, we sell our house, we start building the new house. Then goal number 3 is to get all of the infrastructure that we need in place on the new homestead. Now, that's gonna be hard. It might be a goal that goes into the following year, 2021, but there are things we want to do on this homestead. It is all wide open pasture land. It has a stream that runs right through the middle of it, so it's literally perfect for a homestead. There's really not any wooded acreage on it. We're going from woods to wide open pasture, which is fine. It's like 10 times the size of our current property, which is amazing, which is just wonderful. So I want to get a market garden in place. I say market garden, but it would be on the homestead level just for us. My goal at this new property is to raise all of our food as much as possible. So I want to do a lot of food preservation, a lot of canning, a lot of dehydrating, and that is going to require for me to put a big garden in place, and I have room for a big garden. My goal has always been to have a huge garden, okay? But when we've been experimenting here, this has been such a great time here. Don't ever shortchange yourself if you're on a small property and you don't have a lot of things that you want to have. You can experiment. Y'all, now's the time to experiment if you're on a small property, because I've experimented with so many gardening techniques, and the one that never failed me, never failed me, was raised row gardening. Now you do have to dig to get your raised rows, okay? So you'll have to till and then dig, make your raised rows. I actually shared a video this past week on it from Honey Tree Farm, has a great video on it. I will try to link it in the description below as well. But it worked great. For the first time ever, I grew carrots. Amazing, beautiful, long carrots. I mean, they were wonderful. Lettuce grew fabulous. Herbs grew fabulous. Potatoes grew amazing. I mean, it is the gardening for me. So my goal at the new property is to really stake out a place that this will work, with big rows at least 30 inches wide, with 18-inch walkways is my plan. I'll probably put a tarp over it for this winter. This coming winter and fall, and then that way it's ready for me to start working January, February, as long as the ground isn't frozen. Next part of getting the infrastructure in place is goat housing. So I would like to get goats. My plan was to get goats this fall from my amazing friend Jessie in North Carolina. She has some pretty spectacular goats. You can check her out. She's Sky Paint Farms. And I will try to link her too if I remember. But I was going to try to coordinate with her to get goats up here in October if she's coming up for conference, or we might have to meet her at some point. But that requires infrastructure. So we would need to probably purchase some electric netting, get a goat house in place. We also have some fencing that we need to do on the property, probably just one side, and we need to fence part of the stream because of the ducks. We don't want the ducks going up in every which way down the stream, because they will. I'm leaning towards goats, but I'm still not sure. I mean, I love the convenience of goats because they're so small, but I also love the butter, and you can make butter with goat's milk, but I also love the amount of milk you get from a cow, because you can do so much more. Yogurt, butter, cheese. I mean, that's a lot of milk, and we could potentially do milk shears as well. So I think what I'm going to do is get into the goats first, and if I find that that's easy for me to manage, then we might do a cow later on. And really that's the third goal for this year, is just watching our new property, kind of seeing what we want to do, how we can lay everything out. I want to get a greenhouse in place, but that probably won't happen until next year. But finding the best place for it this year is going to be really important for me. And then, we're supposed to get meat chickens in the spring, so those will automatically go over there even before we're even moved into the house. They'll go over to the property. Our chickens are moving to the property. Like I said, it's going to be right up the road from us, so we'll just have to drive to do chores every day. And then it's going to be a crazy year. It's just going to be crazy. So my top 3 goals are to sell our current house, to build our second house, and then to get all the infrastructure in place at the new property so that we can just live there and have what we need. Now, we're gonna grow. Not everything, Rome wasn't built in a day. Not everything is gonna get done this year and next year. It's just not. But if we can take this time to really watch the property and see how it goes, what grows there, if we need to do any extra planting of grass on the pasture. We just planted winter rye in our backyard because that's the only thing that grows right now. And so we're really developing our backyard for whatever new owners come in here, whether they want animals or not. We're gonna plant some more hard grass later on this year. Well, not later, but just in the next few months. So getting all these projects done here, getting the new house and property set up, those are our goals this year. So we don't have like these, I want to grow 30 varieties of tomatoes, and we don't have those goals yet because we are like in this transition stage, and it's so amazing. We're so excited about it, but it is a lot of work, and we'll just have to see how it all plays out. And I can't wait to take you guys along for the journey. So don't forget, I've tagged those 3 people below: Anne from A Farm Grown in the Making, Janet from Timber Creek Farm, and Jess from the 104 Homestead. And you can go see their goals. Again, they might have them posted already. They might not post them till the following week. And then you can continue watching. You can see who they tagged and then who those people tagged, and just see what everyone's goals are for the year. We're kind of growing together, seeing what we're doing, building this community, and just working with each other to inspire each other and educate each other. And it's really amazing to watch happen and unfold. All right, guys, let me know what your goals are in the comments below, and I would love to finish the discussion with you in the comments and just see all the things that you're doing. Even if you're not homesteading, what are your goals for when you are? Have a great day. Happy homesteading.